So, bonjour, and welcome to Fiction After Lunch. No, this is okay. I'm Mindy.
I'm startled.
Like our normal intro was interrupted by my tongue twister.
Yeah.
Yes, so who are you? Startled, and...
You can also call me Sam.
You can call you Sam, and you?
I'm Niona.
Hi.
Are you also startled?
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. She's like totally calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to our podcast where we read a story that Sam wrote when she was young.
Yeah. I was in 7th grade and I was an awful person. Absolutely awful. And oh, I hate this story so much.
I think we already talked about it like off podcast once. Like that at some point we want to make a counter, like in how many of episodes you mentioned.
No, how often I mentioned
Yeah, how
it.
often?
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it every episode that you
Every episode several
don't
times.
like to read this chapter, and you're like, no.
This is the worst one. This is peak cringe, and I hate it so much.
And I think we also talked about it that this chapter we cannot read without Niona.
Yes, because it's so horrible that we want to read it right now and then never talk about it again. This way she's already seen it and we can close it.
So you have like
really
closure.
Yeah, I need my closure.
It feels like a therapy session a little bit, like
Yeah.
where we talk about the stuff that happened. We find like, I don't know, find a solution. I don't know what you normally do. And then it's like closure, final.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we are going to do today. We already talked a little bit about that no one of us has any idea anymore what happened the last time.
Yeah.
I know that Sam and I read the last chapter.
Yes, we did.
And we read an intermediate one.
Yeah, I mean, no, we read an intermediate one and afterwards we read a normal chapter.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I only said end, so I didn't say it afterwards. So, and I think in the intermediate one, there was only like Mindy again stealing stuff and wanting to go into the prison. Because she figured out, if you steal stuff and bigger stuff, maybe you can go to prison and join gym.
Because Jim is in prison.
Yeah. Because she wanted to steal the bag from Sophia, the best friend from Trudy, who's, in my opinion, very weird. But, and she was like, there was one guy going to them, and so I was like, hey, who wants to steal which bag? Because both of them were like, she's stealing my bag! No, she's stealing my bag! So, so it was weird, and the guy was like, okay, I will call the police and you will go to prison or something. And then Minnie was like, I am stealing the bag. Please send me to prison. So this was quite funny, but I don't know anything else that happened. I think the end was just like the beginning of her, like...
Her was?
Her was?
Yes.
The German comes through.
Yeah. I was too confused.
Yeah, then Mindy will just start to steal bigger stuff now, and that she has a good hand for it. And I remember also Floppy was mentioned.
Yeah.
And it was oh my god, I remember. It was so sad.
Mm.
I felt very emotional because there was one scene. You don't know Floppy, by the way. I want to mention to you like a very emotional scene. Flashback to season 1. And Niona's like, who's Floppy? Like, who's this guy? Yeah, it's a green guy in a bear costume. So
It's a guy in a green bear costume.
A green guy in a bear costume?
No.
Yeah, it's a guy in a green bear costume.
Okay, but then I know Floppy, I guess.
Yeah, I showed
famous.
you the dancing shot.
Yes. And I also saw some of the videos.
Oh, yeah. The guy who's always depressed.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's together with Walter, and there was one scene where he was like, I think seeing Walter in the television or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know any more about it.
Yeah, Walter was threatening to kill everyone if they don't bring his daughter back, because the daughter went missing of Walter and Floppy. And Floppy was like, he's back on his bullshit.
Yeah, but it felt very emotional. I don't know why anymore. When you explain it like this, it's like...
Doesn't sound very emotional, I have to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can show you like later.
He was reading the newspaper, he wasn't watching TV. He was on the bench in the park, and the old lady was scared of him. And he was reading a newspaper.
Yeah, and she was running around like... Yeah, very weird stuff when you try to explain it. And, so some backflash to season 1. Flashback? Yes. And I think the last chapter... what happened? Trudy went to school.
And she went to the library with Gordon.
Ooh, were they making out?
No.
Actually,
you do remember, don't you?
Yeah, actually, Gordon was like, you have to read this book and this book, so he gave her like a pile of books that she had to read.
Okay.
So I'm very sorry.
She had to read these books?
Because she was very bad in some
subjects.
So and he's like recommending some books. So and I think also like one fictional book. I think Sherlock Holmes.
For her English. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not just basic knowledge she was missing. That's why he gave her the books. No, it's just for school.
Yeah, now she has like a pile of books.
Okay.
Went home and... Well, what else happened? So there was like no very romantic stuff going on.
Oh,
but boring. Today I think there will be. I hope there will be.
Also, they saw Rico with another guy from...
Yes! Oh my gosh!
From his class, and it was hinted at that he might have a crush on the other guy.
This was so
Rico,
sweet.
And Rico now has a love interest.
Yeah. Oh. So now it's getting spicy. I like it.
Were they making out?
No, they were not.
I think they were just talking.
Oh. Not yet.
Mona's like, come on! Do it!
Come on. If someone is in a library, it's a normal place in movies or stuff where, things happen in a library.
But
if
you have to be
remember
quiet.
A college movie or something like this, it's most of the cases that something is happening in the library.
We don't watch this kind of movie. Mindy only watches the kind of movie where everyone dies in the library.
Oh my gosh. Actually,
I know.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Did you ever had like a library situation?
No.
Oh, I had a library situation on Sunday.
What?
Sunday night.
Okay.
It was very fun. I was sitting there alone on my table and doing work stuff for the thing I'm organizing. And suddenly I hear yelling and noises of banging against something. And it turns out something got stuck in the vending machine. And then
if you said it like this, it sounds something completely different.
Oh my god.
You should have seen your faces.
It was on purpose.
I know what you're doing here. Now our podcast is getting explicit because of different reasons. Before it was like gore and blood, but now it's more like, Okay.
Yeah, it was so fun. I was bored and I was very done with everything that night. So I went over and watched the girls on the floor trying to reach the bag that was stuck in the vending machine. Because we don't only have snack vending machine and drink vending machines, but also university stuff like
stationery or...
Not memory cards. The cards where you write stuff on and then you turn it around and then you ask yourself what is written on the other side. You know what I mean?
Flashcards?
Flashcards, yes.
Card, yeah.
And we also have pens and like library bags in the vending machine. Like €8 for a bag which is see-through.
Yeah.
And one of these bags, €8 bags, got stuck in the vending machine.
Oh, and, I would also punch the vending machine if it doesn't give it out.
And the two girls were sat on the floor and trying to reach it with their arms.
Oh.
And at the time I went over, there had also several pencils stuck in the vending machine. And I just kept standing there and watching them. And then we kind of started talking and more people surrounded them and started watching. And at the end we were like 8 people. And then it kind of resulted in a group project of binding pencils together so you have something longer to reach into the vending machine.
What?
Yes, it was so fun because we were 3 girls and all of us had to pull out our hair ties and then tie together pencils, which we used to stuck into the vending machine. And then we also tried to lean it over a little
What the hell?
So 4 of us took the vending machine and leaned it over a little, and then other stuff started falling out, but not the bag.
What the hell?
Yeah. It was midnight at this point.
Isn't there, like, at this point, some security guard going on? Because you have to go out at midnight,
Security
right?
goes around at 1. The library closes at 1, so we had 1 hour left. And then...
Sounds like a thriller.
It's getting very interesting.
Yeah, it's midnight in the library. Yeah, some of the guys that then stood with us, one of them was an engineer.
Oh.
And he also started tying together a ruler and a pencil, and we also found a hair clip and yeah.
You should have taken like a picture or something. This sounds very, very cool.
One of the girls took a video. And while he was still tying it together, one of the very tall guys also lied on the floor and put his arm in, but his arm was so much thinner than everyone else's arm, so he could actually reach through and he could pull the bag down with a ruler.
Oh, he got it!
Yeah, he actually got it, and then we had a party. It was so fun. Because you probably know how vending machines work. As soon as you push the little door at the bottom, another door closes, so you can't reach through and just take things. So you have to really be in the right angle to grab something.
What the hell?
It was so much fun.
This sounds like a really big adventure.
Yeah, it was a great adventure, and then, I mean, it was after midnight and we were all very hyped, and then we just stayed together and sat at the table. We were 8 of us, and we started playing cards because we got bored. One of the guys actually was a physicist.
Oh.
Like you. He was studying for particle physics, actually.
Like I once did?
Yeah. We practiced it together, this is why I remember. And, but we were annoying him, and then he taught us a card game. And we played cards until the security guard arrived. And then the security guard sat down and continued to play with us. Yeah.
Really? What?
What was going on?
I don't know. It was a magical night.
Really?
The security guard makes my day, like, just sitting down with the students, like, playing cards.
Oh, it was another student, but still, he was in a security uniform, and then he was like, yeah, okay, I'll play with you.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, like, how long have you, like, been there then?
It was
if you didn't throw you out?
Until we were thrown out, but then he had to go because his colleague was sending an alarm because she wanted to go home, and they had to close together, so he had to leave and kick us out.
Oh,
but it was still very fun.
Oh my gosh, this is like awesome.
Yeah, just a group of random people who never met before.
Yeah, you have definitely a library story. Oh my gosh.
Really?
If someone ever asks you, like, oh yeah, do you have a story in the library? Come on, let me tell you something. You should have gotten like the number from the security guy or something. Like, oh yeah, let's play together cards. Everyone. Oh.
That'd be nice, yeah.
How about the stuff that was falling out of the vending machine, the other stuff?
One of the guys kept it. I think it was the physicist.
Always.
He's like, out of the stationery, give it to me.
It was fun to just stand there and discuss what we should do and what would be a best strategy. One was like, I could just take the little thing. I don't know the word for it.
What is it in German?
I don't know the word for it. Schraubenzieher.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver, yes!
Nice.
Let's take a screwdriver. And then one of the
You just, I don't know, open the vending machine at some point.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we tried to open it. Someone had a little thing and then tried to open the screws, and it was so much fun. One of the guys was like, Yeah, if we're looking for a most expensive way, I can just drive my Porsche into it. I had so much fun that night.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say to this. It's like unbelievable story. It's so cool.
Yeah, really.
Maybe I should also stay like very late in university, because I think the weirdest stuff happens when you stay in university very late.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, if you stay late in the Mensa, it's the same. Then also weird stuff starts to happen.
Do you have a Mensa story you want to tell us?
Not really.
No.
It's just that I remember my first semesters. That was like this. But not an explicit story or anything.
Oh, okay. So I was just like, okay.
It's just a general feeling about being the last person in the Mensa. I think it's always funny then.
Yeah, true. I think my kind of vending machine story?
Yeah.
It's not a library story. Because it was in Japan and the people normally stayed very late. But it was also more that we, I don't know, didn't always study, but we talked a lot. We played also games and some stuff. And there was like another guy, Nishikun, a friend of mine. And I was staying in the office also overnight. So this was also the first time that I stayed in the office and in the university overnight, because I had a sofa there and I didn't have like my apartment anymore. So a different story.
Yeah.
But we decided, I think it was also at midnight or 1, that we go down to the vending machine and get us like something to eat. And it felt so weird to go through the university, which was completely dark and everything. We only had like our key card to get into the building and stuff. But there was no security guard or anyone going around, because I don't know, maybe it's not a thing
Budget
there.
cuts.
But yeah, because people normally, like some Japanese stay overnight, so it's very normal and you don't get thrown out. So I don't think they have any guys there. But yeah, we went to the vending machine, got ourselves some food, and we kind of made like up this adventure in our head. I think so. Like we were thinking, okay, now there's like people watching us, and because there were, how's it called, chopsticks, like which you can freely get. And normally you take like as much as you need, right? And we were like, let's take all of them. So we had like a pile of chopsticks and we were like, okay, let's go upstairs. And we were running to the elevator. It was, I don't know, it felt like so dramatic. And we were kind of making up the story in our heads that someone would be following us or something. And then we went into the office again and ate our stuff. Like, so weird.
You ate your stuff with so many chopsticks.
We had way too many chopsticks. I don't know why. Like, Nishikin was just like, yeah, let's take all of them. I was like, okay, let's do it. Not arguing against it. But yeah, it has like a magical feeling when you stay very late, I don't know, in university or at some places. It's like how you see the place during day is very different during night. So let's leave it by this. So, regarding the stories that we are going to read today.
We need to talk about our lunch first.
Yeah, what did you both eat?
Did we?
No,
Or
we
did
didn't eat together lunch.
No, yeah. Yeah. We did eat dinner together, which was pizza.
Yeah, self-made
Big
pizza.
pizza.
Very nice, very good.
It's very tasty.
Yeah, I did not have lunch. I ate breakfast at the office, and then I walked, and then I went to you.
Okay. I actually had lunch in university. Because we have like this, how's it called? Thing where the research people, like one is buying bread for everyone. And we have stuff to put on the bread in the fridge. So we just, I don't know, we were also like only 5 people. Like half of the group, so not so many. Yeah. So I ate bread with different kind of stuff on top of it. I don't even remember anymore what I put on top. Because they have random stuff lying there and I just put everything on my bread and I'm like, okay, it should be enough. They love to combine some cream cheese, salad, tomato, mayonnaise and balsamico on the bread.
Okay, until mayonnaise and balsamico I would also have done this like this, but mayonnaise and balsamico is weird.
Yeah, they eat it with everything.
Interesting.
It doesn't matter what's on the bread at some point, like no sweet stuff, but
mayonnaise
any combination
is always there. Oh.
Yeah, it's like their things. Like, oh, did you had some? You forgot some mayonnaise and like balsamico in the fridge. Like, Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, interesting.
I never ate it like this, like
No.
my bread. So I'm.
No.
This is something that I learned in my research group.
Does it taste?
Yeah, it's okay. It's like, yeah. If they like it.
I see.
Yeah. What did you have for lunch?
I had a wrap with falafel. Yeah.
Nice.
You had, I think, from all three of us, the best lunch.
Yeah, but I had to do
like
it
Sam didn't have
myself.
any lunch at all. Okay. So this was our lunch corner.
Yeah, lunch corner done.
And I think we talked about what happened last time, right?
Yeah,
A
let
little
me
bit.
read the last thing that I wrote in the last chapter. So you're up to date. After school, Rico, Gordon and I walked to the station together, got on the bus and then walked home from our bus stop. The whole time we were making nonsense or bitching about teachers. Only Rico seemed a little absent-minded because he was thinking about the guy he liked. Okay. When we arrived, Gordon admired our beautiful house and garden. Yeah,
After his ugly house, it's clear.
yeah.
Way up.
So we are now at the point where Gordon arrives at Trudy's house.
Yes.
Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop. So should we go into it?
Actually, it's the opposite of whoop whoop. I hate this story.
Counter should be by
For only this episode.
4 times. Okay, so you're who's reading what?
I don't know.
Is Trudy there?
Yes, Trudy is there.
She's at her own house. Oh, wow. What a surprise.
So should I read Gordon?
Oh god.
Oh! I will give my best Gordon voice now. So do you want to narrate it?
Okay, yes, I will. I will
Okay.
give my best.
Is this me?
This is Gordon.
Oh, this is actually perfect, like, because he's living in the same house as I do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I visit your house, I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful! The garden, the house, the dog. So, I would like... No, this is a random voice. What is his garden voice again? I would like to live here too. No. Tell me, what kind of voice do you want?
I'd like to live here too.
Okay, monotone, boring. I would like to live here too.
He sighed.
Feel free to make yourself at home.
I replied, whereupon he hugged me.
Okay, so this chapter is about how he moved into the apartment. How he moved in.
As always, when he got his... Again.
Jonas already captured by this emotion.
Yeah. Really overwhelmed. As always, when he got this close to me, my heart pounded like crazy. My brother cooked us spaghetti with tomato sauce and herbs from the garden. It tasted wonderful. At one point, Gordon asked,
Do your parents work? So this is what you like? Sam choked and coughed. No.
Rico choked and coughed.
Oh, I'm also Rico, damn it. Okay, so Gordon is boring, Rico is more like upbeat, I know.
Rico's not talking.
No, it's you. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's me. Trudy's talking. Our father works in a chocolate factory.
Oh.
At the moment, he has to work all day, but next week he'll be home at lunchtime. You'd think he'd bring home free samples now and then, but no. Dad's afraid we'll get fat, just like him. Exceptions, of course, are Christmas birthdays and such.
What the hell?
I said quickly.
I liked how it began, but then the ending was more like, okay, no chocolate for you. Oh. Jona choked and coughed.
Yeah, very in character now.
And your mother?
Asked Gordon.
We don't have a mother!
Shouted Rico and ran out of the room.
Oh my gosh!
A little bit over dramatic.
This is very dramatic, just a few lines. Okay, so it seems like they have not a good connection maybe to the mother. Maybe the mother went away, like Rico did now.
I mean, I guess she died. What would I have assumed?
Could also be. So she's not there, we would say.
No. I could feel tears coming to my eyes.
We don't talk about it.
I said quietly and started clearing the dishes.
Please, excuse me.
He said, jumping up and helping me. Again, the terrible cold creeped up inside me. I stopped in front of the sink with my back to him and a lump in my throat. Then he put his arms around me from behind. Suddenly, everything became warm and light again. I leaned against him and he held me tight.
I think you should start your homework slowly.
Rico stuck his head into the room. He had come back down a little.
I take care of the washing up. You guys go study.
Study?
Study, Rico? This is what you see. This is what you think. No. In this moment, you should just sit there in between of both of them. Get into their way. Oh my gosh, I don't want to go to neither. It was, until now, I think it was quite cute. It was okay.
I think
my personal favorite was when Rico just left the room and was screaming.
But do we already know when the mother left?
We do not. The mother has never been mentioned before.
Okay, and will we get to know? Or is this unclear?
Do you want me to spoiler?
No.
If it's said at some point, then no.
No. It's never said in the story.
Okay.
I do know what I wanted to happen, but
Okay.
I never wrote it.
Mm-hmm. So if we are not going to read what happened to her, maybe you can include it into an intermediate chapter or something?
Yes, of course.
I think this would be fun then.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Just describing how she died.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, in my head she did die in a horrible accident.
Okay.
Probably at the chocolate factory.
And therefore he doesn't want the kids to eat the chocolate.
Yeah, because he knows there's still a bit of mom in there.
Like you have a finger. Oh no. We just ate something with garlic and I just imagine garlic pieces as slices of like a finger or something.
This sounds like a you problem.
It sounds really like a But it means, in principle, so if we now talk about garlic, if you buy from China garlic, which is already the thing outside, the skin outside of the garlic is gone. This is often made in prisons in China, and if you do this all day without a knife or something, they have to use their
Thumbs?
Yes, the thumbs and especially
Nail?
Thank you, nail. Quite easy word.
Fingernail.
Yeah, the thumbnail, and sometimes it can happen that they lose this one because if you do this all day, then it just gets bad.
So they have to peel the garlic with the thumbnail and...
Yes, because they have to do it with the hands and then you do it with the thumbnail and then sometimes they lose the thumbnail. So maybe if you buy... But I think it's not in Germany. I think it's... I heard this once when I watched a documentation about USA because they import from garlic from China. So I think it's not a German problem. But if you buy garlic without skin... Maybe be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Where there's garlic without skin to buy.
You can buy them in classes. I also never bought it, but this seems to be a thing.
Okay. We hand peeled our garlic for the pizza, if that comforts you.
Yeah. Maybe there's a little bit of my blood inside when I cut myself. No, but...
Oh, that's fine.
But Sam did the cutting today, so... Yeah, everyone should be used to it right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to see how they study. I don't want to think about...
I hate the story.
Silently, ooh.
Silently, Gordon followed me into my room.
I'm sorry.
Gordon said again as we sat down on my bed.
Why do you sit down on the bed? Like, don't you have like a sofa? Can you not sit down on the ground, on the floor?
I would say
like I do.
Bed is the normal thing to sit down if you don't have a couch.
I don't know. When I visited female friends in school, we did sit down on the bed, but as I said, we were all female.
Okay.
So I don't think I ever went to a guy's place until... I think I never went to a guy's place. Oh my god.
But the weird thing is, Gordon is sitting down first on the bed, like very casually.
No, we sat down, so maybe if it's
both of them, yeah. He's stretching out already.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, how's it called? Twinking? Twinking at her?
What? Winking.
Winking! Gordon is twinking and winking at her. This is like
everything at her.
Oh gosh.
I actually never been in a guy's bedroom.
Maybe we should find a guy into which room Sam can go now and just lie down on the bed and then wink at someone.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. So what is Trudy doing?
Oh, I'm really sorry. Let's not talk about it anymore.
I replied.
What shall we start with?
I reached for some textbooks scattered on the floor. It's not that I'm messy directly, I just find it's easier to keep track of things if they're spread out on the carpet and laminate.
And laminate?
Laminat.
Ah, okay. It sounded more like a verb, so I was
some
like...
kind of wooden floor.
Yeah, sometimes I also think, like, when I organize stuff or when I have, like, a lot of stuff, sometimes I also do this. But put everything on the floor and then organize it.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
He asked. I nodded, thinking convulsively of flowers and rainbows and unicorns.
Wait, what exactly does convulsively mean?
The original said angestrengt.
Okay, no, it makes this way more better. So she's thinking hard about flowers, rainbows, and unicorns to not think about other stuff.
Yeah, like the death of her mother and how she was made into a praline.
Oh my god, I can make such a good shot out of this. How did Trudy's mother become a praline? Oh no. I think this should be something that you should make canon here. Maybe the father killed her.
Perhaps.
Something happened in the chocolate factory. They were both working.
Yeah.
There was a love story. Then something happened, and then he had to kill her, throw her in the chocolate soup.
The chocolate soup.
In the hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And then she melted.
We've been married for a while, had 2 kids, and then he killed her.
And then he was like, no.
Yeah.
Life.
I'm done here.
I'm done here.
Okay. Gordon sighed and took the books from my hand.
Let's start with geography.
Isn't that the wrong color?
I guess so.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it is the wrong color.
Rico just went into the, like, his...
And it's like, yeah, let's start with geography. On the bed.
This is not canon. They studied together.
Yeah.
2.5 hours later, Gordon flipped the books shut.
So still Rico.
Sorry.
So, for the next couple of weeks, you're set for class.
He said with satisfaction and dropped into my bed exhausted.
Oh. Getting my Gordon voice out here.
Yeah.
Despite the headache, I was already excited about the new tutor.
Hey.
He had been able to explain everything in a way that I understood. He bent over me.
Where? Okay. Where did this come from?
It came out of nowhere.
It was just like, oh yeah, I finally learned something. And then he bent over me like, oh my gosh. No transition at all.
No transition.
I like it actually.
I'm happy I learned something. Now let's fuck.
This is actually a scene when I would read it in a book. And then, I don't know, when the he bent over me would be on the next page, like when I flip the book, then I would be like, where's the page in between? Like, do you have sometimes these moments where you're like, okay, the sentence starts off weird here, maybe I missed something?
Usually I don't read that kind of books, Mindy.
Mindy just continues reading. No comment on. I just want to mention I got a new book.
Okay.
Yeah. So he bent over Trudy.
Yeah.
And?
Skipping this scene because Sam will literally throw up. I will vomit all over Mindy's floor if I have to read this. I swear I cannot fucking read this out loud or listen to it being read out loud.
No! I want to read it!
No, I'm not reading.
Scroll down, maybe there's still something.
The translation rights, there should be.
Oh no! Why did you?
Because there's again no transition, and she's just like, at one point I said, I baked some biscuits and we were going to watch a movie.
But it really happened?
Yeah, it happened.
Ooh. Why did you skip it? No.
No! We are explicit! Mention it!
No.
Niona, I guess now we have to make it up. So what is he doing?
What
So
is
he
doing?
bent over her, looked at her deep in her eyes, started to kiss.
And she's like, what the hell is happening?
Still thinking about unicorns?
Yeah. She's like, oh, nice unicorn. Yeah, this is his nose. He has a very pointy nose.
You know, there's this German Spruch, an der Nase des Johannes erkennt man die Länge eines Mannes.
Oh no!
So sorry for everyone who doesn't understand German, but...
Yeah, I don't think you have to understand this. Okay, so they are kissing
Yeah.
and rolling around, I guess.
Yes.
And she's touching his back, like pat pat. And then she's like, I love you.
Yes. In a very, very strange voice.
I love you.
And then he starts to fumble under her fat t-shirt or whatever she's wearing.
No, she's not wearing anything all the time.
She's already naked.
Yeah,
at this
they were
point.
both naked when they were studying. And
okay,
Rico still sat in between them. Wait,
of course.
Rico never left the moon, right?
Yeah, true. Maybe he's a voyeur.
Voyeur? What is it?
The one who watches.
No, Rico's still studying, I guess.
He's still studying.
He's like, what does this formula mean?
Be quiet. I want to learn here something.
Yeah, Rico's very invested into studying something. Maybe the subject of his crush.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe then he also likes the sounds in the bag.
It's like white noise, right?
You should just have let us read this.
No, reading it would have been worse. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, you have not touched it yet.
Oh! But I think Gordon touched a lot. What worse could happen? Like, we already described it in great detail, I think.
Yes, I think so too.
I'm not telling you.
Oh.
You don't have to look at me.
We have to imagine stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, what can be even worse? Maybe they just can't do it really right, do it right in the correct way. Maybe it just doesn't work out, I would say. because they're doing something. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe... Wait, how old are they?
16.
Did they already had like the class where they learn about it? Maybe they
The most
skipped it.
important thing is, did I have the class?
Okay, I don't think Sam had this class until then.
Because I just remember this very horrible movie. It's a really classic one. The Room, if anybody knows it. With Tommy Wiseau. It's really bad. And there, they also have the scenes. And there is he like more penetrating her belly than anything else.
Oh,
So
my
maybe they also have this kind of problem that they just get the anatomy don't right.
Yeah, where do you put the thing, right?
I would say under the armpit. This is where you put it.
Yes. Where else?
I mean, don't teach me wrong things. I've never been in a boy's bedroom.
So the belly isn't the correct place.
The belly. There's like a small hole on the belly, so...
Yes, exactly. That's where it has to go.
What is it actually in English? The belly hole.
button.
Belly button. Button.
Yeah. Belly hole.
Belly hole. Yeah, so this is our...
This is Mindy and Yona teaching Sam what to do if she ever...
goes into a boy's bedroom.
or let's say a man's bedroom at this point, probably.
I actually hope, yes. Not a boy's bedroom, please.
Don't.
This would be a little bit, I would... Maybe I had to call the police then, I don't know. Depends on the age difference.
Depends until where to find boys. And until when they are men, I would say.
I'd say like
yeah,
boys,
maybe
like
fine.
under 19.
Everyone who's younger than me is a boy. 24 and a half is a boy.
Okay, then it's legal.
Yeah, it's legal.
Okay. Then you can still go into a boys' room.
Yeah.
Lie down on the
they
bed.
let me, if they let me, they always get angry when you go into someone's apartment and they didn't know.
Oh. Like Sam was already trying a lot of times just to go into the bedroom of a boy and just like, no.
Yeah.
Really want to read this.
Me too. We have to write a fan fiction about it.
Yeah.
I think we already made up our fan fiction, so I think
There were some good ideas, I would say.
So she thinks she's now pregnant, but they did it wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I will write into the story that she's pregnant.
She thinks that she's pregnant.
I have to. Yeah.
Perfect. So Trudy is now pregnant. Maybe. And she baked biscuits. No. Yeah, she baked biscuits.
Yeah. She already baked them in the last chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. He had me get up and then followed me into the living room.
Ah, so they were lying on the table.
Why on the table?
I don't know.
Just for the excitement of it.
Yeah.
Alright.
They were like, the math book was a very exciting place to be on top of.
Oh. You know the geography book because then they did it all around the world.
Oh no! Oh.
Still not as bad as what I wrote.
Oh, come on, what did you do?
What did you do? Oh. Okay. So they go into the living room. Do you think they are still naked, by the way?
I hope not.
I hope they are still naked. Just like Rico is also naked. Like everyone is naked at home.
Alright.
Okay.
I got the biscuits and we sat on the sofa.
What do you want to watch?
I asked.
Do you have any animal or plant documentaries on DVD?
He asked back. I lodged
Sheepishly.
I laughed sheepishly.
Sheepishly. Okay, I laughed sheepishly, not sure if it had been a joke.
Yeah.
Mm.
If he had been shocked. Yeah. Okay, let's watch Scary Movie 2.
I said quickly. He nodded seriously and put the DVD in and started the movie. We snuggled up together and watched the film while we ate from the biscuits. I don't know if Gordon liked the film. Scary Movie 2 was one of my favorite films and I had watched. What did I miss? What did I miss?
No, I really like it. It's suddenly like an explanation about how she likes Scary Movie 2.
So,
It feels like this is coming from real Sam a bit.
No, not if I don't like that movie that much.
Okay. Only that you watched it maybe 10 times.
I just find it funny that she has to justify.
Scary Movie 2 was one of my favorite films and had watched it many times, but I don't think it was necessary to his taste. When the film was over, the picture flipped to the TV program. The news was on.
This shouldn't be happening.
I said and was about to turn the thing off with the remote control. But then I paused.
No!
The last sentence is an absolute banger. But I cut it out because of the intermediate chapter. It gets exciting from here again. It gets very exciting. This was the horriblest chapter ever, but it gets.
But you did cut out most of the stuff.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
You can just give it us and YouTube will read it and you don't have to listen to it.
Will be the lost episode.
Yeah, I think so. Neona and I will just record it like in secret for us.
Yes.
Nice.
Keep in mind that I didn't know how things worked.
But what would you... What have you learned?
I mean, 16, then you already had once this in biology.
But I wasn't 16 when I wrote it. I was like 12.
True. Why did I think 16? Because they are 16.
They are 16.
Yeah.
I wrote about 16-year-olds because they're way cooler than 12-year-olds.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
they...
Can do stuff. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, in 12th grade? I don't know.
No.
But 7th grade. 12th age and not 12th grade.
Yeah.
But 7th grade. Then I already had it in biology.
Yeah, we did have that education thing in 5th grade even. And but I wasn't paying attention because I found it very gross. And it was a really old guy who taught it to us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
And
had
it was-
a teacher, a woman.
Yeah, we also had a woman.
We didn't.
Mm.
We had a disgusting old guy.
Yeah, okay.
okay.
And then I would be also like, no.
Yeah, and I was actually missing in classes because I didn't want to.
Oh, really?
Because it was so uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's understandable.
Yeah.
But then I really think, like, what would you have written down then? Like, what? Oh my gosh!
Patron episode, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dear listener, if we get a specific number, we will read... I will just decide it now for myself. We will... When we get enough likes and views for this video and this episode and people tell us,
Yeah, if
Sam, give us the original
enough-
stuff.
if enough people give this episode a 5-star rating on Spotify, then Mindy will break into my house, steal the manuscript, and read it with Neona.
Yes, definitely.
This has to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what number should we decide on? 10 or 2? 2. 1. 1. It will be me. I will give the 5-star.
Yeah, 2, I'm also doing it.
Okay, Sam, for how many people, like how many 5-star ratings on Spotify?
20.
20.
Oh, okay, then
Just for the podcast in general. 20 25-star ratings. That's good.
On Spotify or on, like, how's it called? Apple Podcasts. I think you can also...
Let's say overall.
Overall. So
Across all platforms, let's get to 20.
Okay, but not like our social media, like...
Not social media, because I'm so famous on Instagram.
Okay. So, you heard, people. If you, like me and Neona, are very interested in how Sam thought how things should be in in special classes, then please give us a 5-star review, and then I can break into Sam's house.
Yeah.
Which will be very illegal, but I think it will be worth it.
Yes, it will be totally worth it.
For the greater good.
It will be I can imagine myself break into your flat while you are lying in bed and, I don't know, writing fan fiction or sleeping. I'm just like rummaging for your stuff, and I say, where is it? Like,
and I'm like, I ate it. Just ripping out the page from the blog and eating it. Never read it.
Oh my gosh, nice.
I have not yet eaten it, so you can give us a 5-star rating.
So people, we have a time limit, I guess. When Sam gets too hungry or too, like, no.
Emotional.
Too like,
no.
Too like, no. Then, yeah, let's see how this will turn out.
Yeah. You can scroll as much as you want. I didn't write it down in German. Oh, did I? Oh, no. Wait.
Is it the next? No, it's not the next one. Okay, scroll down.
Don't read the last sentence because I'm not sure.
Oh, no! Also in the German version, it's,
Yeah.
No.
just going against, like, Sam will and just reading. No, there's no option for us apart from me breaking into Sam's house.
Yeah. But you have to come in through the window, you know.
I'm climbing outside of your house like a Spider-Man, Spider-Woman.
I believe in you.
For the podcast.
I think for now I will also do it for Niona because she's looking at me very with a lot of expectation here. Yeah. I think the probability is higher that Niona will break into your house right now.
I really want to know what's going on.
She wants to have the details.
Yeah, but just to be clear, we cannot read this on the normal podcast. If you
we have to put it on Patreon then.
If you really want to read it, it's even if we're rated E, it will be taken down.
Oh, okay.
What will happen?
Now I'm very interested. So this will be when I go into your apartment and steal it. We have to read it then for Patreon.
Yeah.
And then we can publish it. So what do you think will happen next?
I know what happens next.
I'm just thinking, the last thing was, there was something on the news,
What
right?
was on the news? It gets really interesting from here on. But it's also very interesting that I always liked people learning something from the news. Because that's just a thing I also did often in the first season.
True. Like, always the people were on the right time watching the news, and then something related to them happened also.
News or newspaper. I don't know why I like this so much, but it happens. Yeah.
So there's something on the news. I know from our intermediate chapter that something happened, but it's like not in your story.
Yeah, it's not in my story. So what happened in my story?
We went to school, lovey-dovey stuff happened, a cat was killed.
I can tell you one thing. Trudy is very upset about it, but Gordon is happy. One thing happens.
What?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
What?
But can we already know from this point, or just do we have to guess?
You can guess. But I think it is a plot twist.
What does Gordon normally likes? He likes to study books, documentaries, blogs.
With Judy.
He's a guy. He likes women.
Sure about this point, we don't have the details.
Yeah, true. We don't have the details, so we don't know.
Did Sam know what guys look down there?
Everything is just like a woman, so. Yeah. And, so he's more like the nerdy guy. So when something would be on the news, it would be, I don't know, maybe something scientifically interesting.
Yeah.
But why would Trudy be so upset about it?
That's the question.
Maybe it has to do something with cats.
Maybe there's a camera team in a garden filming the graveyard of Sebastian. Like, a cat was killed here.
Yeah, crime scene.
Yeah, crime scene. Maybe the neighbor
is
grandma.
on TV and asking, where's my cat? But Gordon is very happy about it.
Yeah, Gordon is like, oh, finally she got her cat back. Like, they buried her out of the grave. Yeah, that thingy. So this is my prediction.
That's your prediction, okay.
I really don't know. What makes Gordon happy in general? I don't
That's
know.
a good.
Except for Trudy, of course.
Nice, beautiful houses.
Yeah, I was also thinking about this point, but why is then Trudy upset? Because she also likes nice houses.
Like, but Trudy easily gets upset.
Yeah, she gets upset about everything, so...
So it doesn't even matter.
No.
It could be the best news ever, and she's like, I hate this.
The house in the background is ugly.
Maybe it's like a good news and something in the background really is like upsetting her for a moment. I was like, oh, no.
Maybe.
This is our house. They have not the right to film us here. Yeah, so I will stay with my prediction with... What did I say? The graveyard situation.
Yeah, with the cat.
Yeah,
Okay,
that the cat will be found. The granny from next door will get her dead cat back.
She's very happy about it.
She's like, oh, finally! Reunion. Yeah. I would be happy if I get my dead animal back, I guess. Closing words! So if you want to see more of us, I guess, go to Instagram,
Yeah.
Tumblr, and YouTube, and
Twitter.
yeah. We are very lazy today, right? Yeah, so if you want us to read the story that Sam wrote, like the very explicit stuff, give us your 5-star rating on every platform possible.
I mean, if you
And then we can-
see what we could do, maybe it works if we beep out some stuff.
Yeah, I think if it's very explicit, we can just put it on Patreon because this works.
Yeah. But then it's sad for the people who are not on Patreon and just give it a rating. Or maybe.
Yeah, so this is something that we should say before. It will be on Patreon then.
Yeah, it will be on Patreon. Maybe
Yeah. And maybe you have to pay like, I don't know, maybe €1 or something. I will put it like on the €1 per month thingy.
Yeah.
And then you can just, I don't know, pay €1, listen to this episode, and then you can just unsubscribe us again or something.
42 cents. Special tier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I could do like a special tier where it's only like 10 cents or something.
Yeah.
42. Why not 42? It sounds like nice. So, yeah, special service for you here. We want to make it free for you, but we cannot, so we put it on Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make it almost free for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, apart from this, you can find us on Instagram, Fiction After Lunch, Tumblr, same, YouTube, same, Twitter, Fiction and Lunch.
Yeah.
And you can support us on Patreon and Ko-fi.
Yeah.
Our email address is fictionafterlunch@gmail.com.
Yeah, and maybe we can skip this part because... Yeah.
We had it
it's
everything.
special thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was everything for today.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
thank
What
you.
should be our last sentence?
He bent over me.
He bent over me. That's a good idea.
He bent over me. And then cut. We are skipping this scene. Okay, so thank you for listening. Listen to you next time, hopefully with more information. And then 3, 2, 1. He bent over me! Bye-bye! You might like this one.
Okay.
Depends. So, and he was also crying.
Okay.
It was so sad and so bloody and so gore.
Okay.
I loved it so much. I have to show you like one picture of it. Bonjour. This is just a small part from our outtakes where you can find the full version on our Patreon, Fiction After Lunch. We hope you had a great time with this episode and listen to you next time. Bye bye.